Hey y'all, welcome to Summer StuMin. It is our last one of the summer, last Wednesday night, because we start school so soon, and then we will kick off StuMin once again. But we have finished the book of Ephesians for the summer. We did devotional videos every week of just a chunk of scripture, and then someone gave a little nugget on it, whatever they got out of it or what it meant to them. So if you haven't seen those, I would encourage you to go back to our YouTube or our Facebook channel and watch them. They're great resources. They're really short, good little devotional nuggets. Great. I am going to give you a few more resources today about Ephesians, but also about things that I've been doing this summer, just to build up my devotional life. So what I'm going to start with is our Bible. There are these orange boxes that just have other little nuggets, other little thoughts and ideas about whatever you're reading, whatever chapter you're on. And I like this one in Ephesians. It's just something to think about. So I'm going to read it for you. It's called Glowing. God's not real. Well, maybe he's real. He's probably a she. I'm not sure if she's part of the earth or something that lives far away. Either way, I can't see God, so why bother trying to figure him or her out? Many of your peers at school or work aren't sure God is real. For some of them, the idea of a God out there may hardly ever cross their mind. Even people at church can be a bit detached from the reality of God's existence. They forget to trust in his promises and take his commands seriously. Read Ephesians 4:17 through 24 and 5:8. If we live in the light the way it's described in these passages, we are revealing the real God to them. God is very real in this world, and we point others to this real God by allowing his light to fill us until it shines out. It shines out in joy, in hope, in acts of kindness, in words of grace. And when you glow with God's light, not only will you be showing others truth, but your thoughts and attitudes will be renewed as well. That is super helpful, and I just love that extra little thought that it gives to some of the things that Paul is saying in Ephesians. Great. Okay. So I have a confession to make, and I sucked at those daily devotionals that I was trying to do at the beginning of quarantine, way back in March and April. And for a little while there, I felt really bad about it. It just was something that I couldn't get in my daily routine. Like, my alarm would go off and I just would be like, I couldn't, it wouldn't stick. And there's a couple things that I have been trying instead over this summer to create a devotional routine, to create a devotional life. And I just wanted to share those with you guys. And the first one that I really love and I go back to a lot are podcasts. I shared the Ephesians, I made a playlist of Ephesians podcasts by one of my favorites. His name's Tim Mackey, and he does a podcast called Exploring My Strange Bible. And he goes really in depth on some scripture and talks a lot about historical context and the culture that's happening at the time of whatever book you're reading. I would recommend starting with Jonah. That one's my absolute favorite that I've listened to a lot. And he talks all about what's happening in this, because we really only get to read the Bible and the scriptures, and sometimes it's confusing and it's strange. Like he says, explore my strange Bible. So it's super helpful to listen to those. I love to listen to podcasts on a walk, on a drive. Sometimes I'll get a coloring book out and I'll get to color while I listen to things. And that has been kind of a devotional practice that I have stuck with and get a little bit more out of. If you want any podcast requests, I listen to a lot, so I could send you any if you're interested in that. Okay, the next thing that I started a few weeks ago that I am just trying to be more creative about is journaling. Here's my journal. I've been trying to write a full page every day. And I've heard of other people, say you don't have to write a full page, just write, if it's 2 sentences, let it be 2 sentences. If it's 3 words, let it be 3 words. But just for my own creativity, I'm enjoying seeing a full page in front of me, and whether that's me like repeating phrases or asking questions or just talking about like, this is what I had for breakfast, just to get in a practice of writing a full page. I've really enjoyed that in the morning, to sit down with my coffee and do that. And I just like to write, so it helps a lot. So that's one that I've been doing. And then I also, I'm not the best reader and I'm not the fastest reader. So I have a couple books that I am reading now, different. This one is about your family and how the ways that you grew up, and even things that happened to your parents or to your grandparents, and in your family line, how those things can affect you and the ways that you cope with things and the ways that you act, and it's super interesting. And the next one's a fiction book. It's called Lineage of Grace. It's about women in the Bible. I'm going super slow through it, but I am choosing to not feel shame about that, even though I'm kind of a slow reader. But I wanted to share those with you guys, and then I wanted to hear from you guys if there have been any habits, devotional practices, or anything that you've put into your daily routine that you have implemented over the summer and have really liked, and some maybe that I want to try, or anyone else. And then I would encourage you to find something that is going to get you on a routine or a schedule, or just be a daily practice that you do once school starts. And as we kind of start everything new, it's maybe a good time to jump into something new like that too, and can be lots of different stuff. So I would love to hear from you. If you would comment or text me, or I don't know, send me some snail mail or something. I want to hear what you guys have been doing this summer in your devotional lives. So thank you guys for sticking with us through Ephesians for the summer. We will see you so soon, and have a great rest of your summer. Bye.